Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here today with Tucker and Fred, and what we're going to be demonstrating is Tucker's ability to do his formal obedience commands that he's learned here at Nora's Dog Training Company. Now we're going to take a moment to introduce the training equipment. Fred is using a standard 6-foot web training leash where he's going to keep the bulk of that leash in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give Tucker a correction if he needs one, and just the correction that we use is a tug and let go on his training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using, and we will show you how to properly use that on Saturday. Now the first command that we're going to be demonstrating is heeling. Heeling is prop walking on a leash, and the command for heel is Tucker, heel. Heeling's walking by your side. You know, it's not trying to, lag behind or anything like that. You know, heeling's, paying attention to you and walking by your side. What we've incorporated into the heel is every time you stop walking, the first thing that Tucker will do is sit nicely to your left. So, once you stop, if you go to greet a neighbor, Tucker will be sitting nicely to your left, not jumping around or barking or anything like that. Now the second command that we're going to demonstrate is the stay. Now the stay is a hand and a voice command, and where you want to have your left hand about 1 inch or so away from Tucker's muzzle, and then one word firm command to stay. Now Tucker's doing his sit stays from 1 to 3 minutes, and his down stays from 3 to 5 minutes. So when you start off doing his stays, you want to start out at about 20 seconds and then keep increasing the time that he stays there. Now when Fred returns to Tucker, he's going to walk all the way around him and then come back to the heel position. The heel position is where Tucker's right on your left hand side, and that's where Tucker's waiting for his next command. Fred's off heeling with Tucker. Every time you stop, the first thing that he does is sit. He's such a smiley little guy, and it's been nice having him. Fred's going to leave Tucker in another sit stay. He's going to walk out to the end of the training leash, and now this time, rather than walking all the way around Tucker, Fred is going to call him.
Tucker, come.
Every time you call Tucker, you always want to praise him up really good. You never want to make him feel like he's ever going to get in trouble, for coming to you. Tucker comes right in, sits very nicely to his left, comes back to heel position. Fred praises him up, puts him in another sit stay.
Tucker, come.
Fred calls Tucker all the way in, praises him up. As he comes in, Tucker didn't sit right away, so Fred had just told him no, and the first thing that he did was sit. He's a very smart young man. Good boy, Tucker. Now it's going to be very important to where if we reinforce his commands for about 10-15 minutes a day, because it builds that respect up between him and everyone else in the family. Now the next command that we're going to do is our down command. Now when you do the down with Tucker, it's just with your left hand straight down towards the ground, and then one word firm command to down. Once you tell him down, you always want to tell him to stay and then walk away from him. And again, with your sit stays and your down stays, start out in a small amount of time, and then work your way up to where he's holding them longer and longer. So when Fred returns to him, he's going to walk all the way around him. He comes back to the heel position. Now we're back to heeling. Let's just stop. Good boy, Tucker. Fred's going to put him in another down stay. As soon as you tell him down, Tucker goes down. He puts his own little twist on his down sometimes. So now this time Fred is going to call Tucker to him, just like as in the sit stay. Calls him in, gives him a lot of praise. Tucker comes right in, sits down. Fred praises him. Good boy, bud. Good boy. Now we're going to give Fred and Tucker a moment to set up for our last command. Our last command is a down from a distance. When you do the down from the distance, Tucker's always going to be sitting. You're going to tell him to stay. you're going to walk out to the end of the training leash, and then with your right hand, it's a firm command to down. Perfect. Couldn't get any better than that. So those are all of the obedience commands that Tucker has learned here. He has done very well, and you guys are going to be very super excited to see him on Saturday. And we will talk to you soon. Thank you, and thanks for tuning in to Nora's Dog Training Company. Thank you.